Today we're gonna go solar. So we're gonna be learning about how you can make a solar oven at home. The reason we wanna learn about solar is because it's a renewable energy all around us, and during the summer it's readily available. Now what we're gonna do is use a box, any box will do, and you're gonna want some paint. Now the most efficient color for absorbing those light waves is gonna be black. It's gonna absorb all of those light waves and make it extra hot. Now some of the materials you're gonna need, tape. The reason I like to use tape is you can close up the edges and the corners of the box, and that just helps trap that heat in just a little bit better, especially some of the corners will have holes in them on some of the boxes. So tape up your corners and edges. You're gonna need a little awl. You can use a pencil or a pen, but something to kind of poke through so you can attach some ties. Scissors are very helpful when you're cutting your opening, and the opening can really be of any size, but what I like to do is have it big enough where I can get my dish to place inside and out. If you want to be real fancy, you can get a thermometer and place it inside to see what temperature you're reaching. And beyond that, I have found it very useful to use some zip ties just for easy securing. You can see my little latch right here. That's also how I attached this gallon Ziploc bag. Now, you want a transparent window of some sort. So if you have some plexiglass sitting around at the house, that would work. We'd maybe recommend avoiding using tempered glass or just like a regular window pane, just because of the risk involved. But you can use just a simple sheet of plastic. So saran wrap will work. It's kind of hard to handle, so I actually use a gallon Ziploc bag as the transparent window to help allow the light waves to travel through and then get trapped inside with the greenhouse effect. So those are your basic materials. I like to add a reflective panel. So this is going to help add additional light waves to the equation. So you can use a cookie sheet, you can use aluminum foil, or if you have a mirror. Mirrors are perfect for this. So when you're creating your box, you use those basic materials, and then your dish is going to contain your food. Make sure and keep this separate so it's nice and clean and away from the paint. My food of choice for today is the always delicious s'more. So, this one's starting to get melty. Already working. We don't even have it in the oven yet. So I'm gonna make a s'more here today. It doesn't require a lot of temperature, so even on a somewhat cloudy day like today, you'll still be able to create something ooey gooey and delicious. It's time to check in on our solar oven. So it's been sitting in the sun. One thing to pay attention to when you place your solar oven is pay attention to where shadows may develop over time. Because if you set something in the sun, but it's nearby a building or a tree or a fence, as the sun moves across our sky, you may end up having your solar oven in the shade, which it's not gonna work as well there. So we're gonna take a look. We've been trapping some heat for a while now, and it looks like our marshmallow is getting a little bit deflated, nice and sticky. Oh yeah, look at that. And we didn't even have to put our chocolate in the solar oven. As everybody knows, chocolate gets ooey gooey and melty when it sits out in the sun, so we just kind of kept this in the wrapper, getting nice and liquefied. So all we have to do is put a little bit of liquid chocolate on our s'more, and it is going to be ready to eat. So all of this was heated up with the power of the sun. We use that radiation, we absorb those light waves into our black box that absorbs that and turns it into heat. That heat is transferred over to our delicious set of ingredients. And that, my friends, is some tasty science.